Okay, so tonight I'm going to be mostly talking about the leadership ladder. And I'm loving the leadership ladder. And last week's National Wake Up Call inspired me to share it with you guys on a team call. But I got into really paying attention to it after I went to the New Leaders Conference in January, because they mostly talked leadership ladder. And leadership ladder is like the first thing that Beachbody has given us that not only, gives us recognition, but builds our business with it. So a lot of times we get really caught up on hitting a certain rank, like all of us really want to hit diamond, and that is a great goal to have, but you don't really even know what you're shooting for there. You need 8 coaches, right? 4 on each leg. And you need 1 of those on each leg to be emerald. And that makes you diamond. But you can hit diamond and be making $1,000 a week, or you can hit diamond and be making $50 a week. Hitting diamond does not determine your income. So the leadership ladder, what the leadership ladder does is it ties your rank and it gives you other benchmarks to hit in the rung before you can move to the next one. And those benchmarks directly affect your income. So that's what we're gonna look at tonight. So it's a better goal to be shooting for. Like, look at, what rung are you on? Are you even on the ladder yet? Get on the ladder and then keep moving from one to the next. And as you do that, you will be building your income with it. So that's why I really like the leadership ladder. And I think that it's something that, I had a little aha moment last week that I said, oh yeah, like this is something I need to talk about with the team, and then really start focusing on, as far as recognition goes, more than hitting emerald, hitting ruby, which all that is important too, but the leadership ladder as well, focus on that as well with our recognition and with what, these tangible goals that we're actually all working toward. So I'm gonna share my screen. I do have one other thing I was gonna talk about, but I'll talk about it after. Sorry to get into this. So I'm gonna share my screen. And this right here is right in your online office. So when you log in, right in your Success Club chart, it says your Success Club points, and it says if your personal PB, if you've met it yet, how many points you have. And there's a little tab to the right with Leadership Ladder. And when you click that, you will see right there what your what rung you are on. You might not even be on a rung, or if you are on a rung, it will say what you're on. It will say the next one you're working toward. And then at the very bottom, you can click. It says like click here, and it brings you right to this, the benchmarks for the leadership ladder. So this right here is what I really want us to be looking at. So these are the rungs of the leadership ladder, okay? It starts at business starter, goes to team builder, team leader, organization leader, executive leader. And this changes, hold on one sec, I just need to. Can you guys all mute yourselves? I'm having a hard time like clicking back into the call. But there's like some feedback. I think that's good. Thank you. So to give you an idea, this will change from month to month. So you will have where you are on the rung for the month and what you're working towards. So for April, like my rung right now is team leader. And that's what I qualified at in April. So in May, I'm a team leader, but it's everything I did in April. It's my stats from April. So let me just talk about this. As you guys know, I'm a 2-star diamond, right? But that doesn't automatically put me in this category. So you can see here where it starts to separate, you know, not just by your rank, but by your team. What is your team producing? You know, what are the people on your team doing? And it shows you where you need to work. So for all of them, you have to hit Success Club to be on the ladder. So as we can see, like if we don't know it yet, right, we all have to hit Success Club. That is everybody's number one goal. And you know, to be on the ladder at all, you have to hit Success Club. Okay, so that's number one. But number two, so your commission, so I'm going to tell you where I'm not an organization leader. So I am a 2-star diamond. I did hit Success Club. I had the commission. I have to look at this. I think I probably had 6 people with 1 Success Club point, but maybe not, because between me and Matt, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. This is a maybe. But right here, okay, this is your weak leg volume, and it's all that matters for the leadership ladder. And this is the first thing they've done for us that really helps us build our business. Because if you are trying to build an income, you have to be building both of your legs, but mostly your weak leg. Basically, you know, whatever your weak leg is, your weak leg isn't always just the leg that no one else is contributing to. It's whatever leg has the lowest volume. So when you look at legs, whatever one has the lowest volume each week, that is your weak leg. Now, you know, there's different things like going around, and the goal is kind of to always like get your legs to be the same. I don't know if mine ever will, but some of you might be close to that. But so this is where I don't have it. So you know, 1,500 total volume on the weak leg for the month. I'm not there yet. So I know, you know, I'm between here and here. So I know this is my goal. This is what I'm pushing for. I am pushing for 6 people on my team to be having at least 1 Success Club point. I mean, I'd like at least 6 to be hitting Success Club. That's really my goal. And I know what my weak leg volume is each month. I track it, and I know what my next goal is. So this is where I want to be. This is my goal right now. Okay? So let's go to the beginning. So to be a business starter, you have to have all of these to be the business starter. So you have to have, you have to be a coach. So you don't even have to be Emerald. This is what I love about this. You can be a business starter by yourself, nobody on your team yet. Okay? This is a great first goal for you, whether you started right now or you've been doing this for a year. If you are not a business starter yet, this is where you are. This is your home. So this is where you're at right now, and this is your focus. And you don't even look at this until you've achieved it. So your commission of $100 a month and Success Club 5, bam, you're a business starter. Once you've gotten that down, this is where you're going. So once you see that you're a business starter for a month, now you're looking at being a team builder. And it makes sense. Like, you started your business, you've set a little foundation for yourself, you've learned how to hit Success Club, you're making a little bit, you're at least making your shakes back, right? You're at least breaking even. Now you're building your team. Okay? So now you're Emerald. You have 2 people that get 1 Success Club point a month. And if they're doing that, you're going to have this. You know, you're going to have that weak leg volume of 200 for the month. That's basically 2 shake orders for the month. And your commission's $250 for the month. Okay? And then you can see this is a big jump, you know, from Emerald to Diamond. But it makes sense. Like, if you're Diamond, okay, you have 8 personally sponsored coaches. Half of those are selling something every month. right? That's not unattainable. This is going to be the hardest part of going from builder to leader. Getting your week leg volume from 200 to 5,000. That's a big difference. That's a big jump. Commission is $1,000 a month. And what I like about this too is that the commission pretty much coincides with your week leg volume. It depends how much you sell, you know, but I'm trying to think like what because I add up my 3 business centers. But yeah, I guess my commission in my 1 business center is, it depends where I'm selling that month, but you know, it's what you sell, but it's also from your week leg volume. So, you know, this is, if you were cycling on this is 500 times, let's do it times 20 because that's easy. That's $1,000 right there. That would be just cycling and not selling anything. Did I do that math right? Yeah. So, you know, and you're making some sales because you're hitting Success Club, right? And you have some people that just won't be a coach and you're still getting Shakeology commission. So, so that's what I really like about this. Your commission matches your goal of your week leg volume. Okay. So then organization leader, you know, that's quite a jump, 2-star diamond or above. The week leg volume is quite a jump. And then look at this. This is executive leader. So the executive leader is 50,000 week leg volume. You go from 15. So when you see someone being recognized as an executive leader, like, you know, they're there. They've made it, dude. Like 50,000 in volume a month is really awesome. But it's also attainable. Like, to tell you the truth, my strong leg does almost that. So to put it in perspective for you guys, like, it's not that out of reach. Hey, hun, could you mute yourself?
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay. But look at this too, 8,500 a month. I mean, that's actually, like, people in this thing are usually making a lot more than that. So I like this. And I want us all to start looking at this and comparing it to our weekly numbers. Because it, you know, the week leg volume, it doesn't matter what's on your strong leg. Your weak leg determines how many times you cycle, because your weak leg is the maximum amount of times you can cycle. You can only pull from that strong leg as long as you have 100 on your weak leg for every, you know, 200 that's on your strong leg. So if it doesn't matter if you could have 1,000,000 on your strong leg, and if you got 200 on your weak leg, you're only cycling twice. You know, you're only making $36. So this is why I really love this new method of, you know, recognizing where you're at and recognizing the team as well. Okay, I'm gonna try to move this again. Oh my gosh, what did I do? I'm so bad when, like, the thumbnail's over here. All right. You guys can see me, right? Mary, can you see me? Can you see everything? Okay. I can only see Mary. All right. So all the benchmarks are calculated by the month. I like that it incorporates your personally sponsored coaches because it encourages you to work with your team. You know, you can't sign someone and just be like, all right, well, I signed you up, so go for it. You know, when you sign someone, that's like your new Success Club partner. But it's going to be a very one-sided relationship because they don't know what they're doing, right? So they might support you as far as it pumps you up and they keep you working hard and they keep you motivated. But, you know, you are mentor, you are coach. So, you know, it really encourages you to take that on and help them with building their own business. What else did I want to tell you guys in here? It's calculated monthly. I already told you that. Oh yeah, they post it on the 5th. I don't know if it's just because they need a couple of days to do everybody's, but this is what you see. So this is your like home base. When you're in Success Club, you see that chart, your Success Club chart. So you click to the right, leadership ladder, and this is what you see. You see last month rung. So for the first 5 days of the month, you see nothing. And then, you know, the 6th through the 28th or 30th or 31st, you see what your last month rung was and then what your next step is. Oh, it tells you right here why. They're not finalized until the 5th. And then, you know, if you see none, then you didn't qualify for the rungs. So know why. Like, look at your rung and then go back into your month and go back into your, you guys know how to go to My Volume and you can look at your weekly volume. So go back and know why you didn't hit. Was it your volume? Was it your rank? Was it how many coaches hit Success Club? You can check your coaches in your sponsorship drill down. So if you go to My Downline, to the right, there's like where you would hit graphical genealogy to set up your team. Below that is sponsorship drill down, and that will show you your team, and it shows you how many Success Club points everyone has for this month, last month. So, you know, start to know and track your business and know where you were, where you are now, and where you are going as far as volume, coaches, how many coaches you have, and who is and isn't hitting Success Club, or at least getting, in this case, 1 Success Club point. If you have multiple CBCs, then you just see your top one, your top rank. And I think that's, oh yeah, so you'll see this too. So when you go to the leadership ladder, this is what you see. You see your total commission from the last month. You see where you're at so far in the month, and each day it will change. And you see what your goal is. So if this was me, I'd say, oh, last month I was a business starter. I'm trying to be team builder. So last month I made 222. Oh wow, it's only the 10th today. I'm already at 246 and I only need 250, right? Last month I hit 5. I have no Success Club points this month. That's not good. I need to get that going so I can hit this benchmark. Last month I was a coach. I'm in Emeralds. I got that down. My week leg volume needs to be 200. It's 205. So really all I need to do is hit Success Club and make $4. And if I hit Success Club, I'm going to do that and I'll be a team builder. So I like that too. They show you where you were, they show you where you're at, and they show you where you're going. Just great tracking. I wish we had this when I started, but it's all right. Better late than never. Okay, so that's like basically what I wanted to share on that. Why don't I ever know how to like stop the share on this? You know what I mean? Like, come on. All right, guys. So the one other thing I wanted to talk about, I don't even know. Why don't I know how to go back to the call? Oh my gosh. Isn't there a stop share button?
Chrissy, it's at the top. If you go to options, if you go to the, I don't know if you see it.
Is it the thumbnail thing? Nope.
Yeah, click the options at the very top.
All right. Don't.
You see,
Oh, yeah, there we go. It wasn't popping up. So stop share. Thanks, Rob. All right, guys. So I touched on this a tiny bit last week before Rob talked, and I just want to, hammer it home one more time. So this whole business is two things. It's a numbers game, and it's all about relationships. The whole thing is relationships. So, if you are holding back from talking to people, and if you're charting, like I do find it really helpful, I have to write down who I talk to be really honest about what my numbers are. And Amanda and I actually just teamed up, and every Tuesday we're texting each other our lists from the week of who we have talked to, who do we add, who do we talk to, who do we follow up with, who do we invite. So I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to have someone, if it needs to be me, if you need to text me your paper to actually do it and talk to people, I would love to do that for you. If you have a success partner and you guys can team up and do that, I highly recommend it, because it's really easy to do once you're doing it, and it's just as easy not to do. And what happens is, with each day that passes, it's May 10th, and I've probably already invited like 50 people this month. If one day led to another, it was like tomorrow, at this point, now it would feel like overwhelming, like, oh geez, like, how am I going to get started? So I've been there, and I know that happens. But if you are running into roadblocks, like if people are telling you no, just know that they're telling everyone no. So everyone that you see that's hitting Success Club, and I actually said to Amanda today, I was talking about Anita Myron, because I love her right now, and I was like, how is she, like, she hit Success Club 50 by right now in the month she's at 50, and I'm like, how does she do it? Because I am talking to so many people. I'm really forming with them. I feel like it's 90% of what I do is talk to people. 90%, including you guys. Like 90% of what I do all day, not all day, but anytime I'm working on Beachbody, I'm talking to people. So I'm like, that much that I talk to people, how is she doing it? Like, how is she having the people that say yes and then they don't buy it? Like, does she have that, or is she giving an incentive that they say yes and buy it? Or is she having 25 people have already bought it, but that means, another 25 said yes and haven't bought it yet? And Amanda's like, yeah, that's what that means. Like, she has the same like luck or numbers that we do. She's just, you're doing 50, she's talked to 500 already. Like, I don't know. Like, and it was good because I just had a day where I'm like, God, I'm talking to all these people, and I have all these maybes and all these balls in the air. And at this point, like, I have made a goal to hit Success Club by mid-month. So it's the 10th. I haven't hit it yet. And I'm like, yeah, but you got to calm down and remember, it's the truth. It's a numbers game. And I don't need to talk to 500 people, and I don't need to hit Success Club 50. And Amanda talked me down from that too. Like, she's like, it's what you want. Like, if you want that, go for that, push for that, put your energy into it. But if you don't, I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. That's not my goal. I want my sanity, and I don't want to be the number 6 coach, which she is, or number 10 coach. I just want to keep building something really great here, and stay on my track. So it's good too, like, if you don't have someone to talk you down, make sure you're doing that. But I just wanted to reiterate that with you guys, that everything we do, the posting, I mean, the working out's for you, but like all of the posting, all of that you put into that, it's really a waste of your time if you're not talking to people, because they're not going to come to you. And what's going to happen is when you start talking to people, you're going to realize it even more, because you're going to have so many people that have never said a word to you, that when you're like, hey, happy birthday, man, and you like try to like work it around and like you get them into your free group and then you start talking to them about it, that are like, I've been following you for so long, like I love your posts or this or that. Or it's probably happened to everybody that is on this call or is listening to the recording, you know, that it's happened that someone you don't even know, has never liked a thing, tells you that they're watching you and they're never going to reach out, you know? So I just wanted to like reiterate that with you guys, to, if you are with a Success Club partner, that's like number one for you to hold each other accountable to, that you are, you know, talking to somebody every day. Start there. Start with one and move to two and keep going. And to track it, because it's so hard. As you keep going, you forget. Like, especially you're not talking to them, you're typing to them. You don't have a memory of their face and them saying it. So it's like, wait, which Sarah wants to do my said yes to the sneak peek? You know, which Stacy is pregnant and wants me to talk to her after, you know, like, so when you have it, when you have a whole binder of every day, you know, of people, list after list of who you talked to and what day and when you followed up, and now you have, you know, I want to say a business, but you know what I mean? Like, now you're running a business. It's not running you. You are doing it with purpose, and, you know, you're in charge of it and you're directing the ship, instead of it kind of taking you every which way. So, you know, like, I talked to this person and they said, not right now, but I'm going to follow up, you know, on such and such a day. And I'll go ahead on my sheets, like, and I'll predate them. And I'll write the follow-up for that person like 2 weeks ahead when they said, check in with me next month. So that's just my little extra tip for tonight for you guys, to just make sure that you are talking to somebody every day and tracking it. So Amanda is going to be doing a call with her team tentatively on the 25th, which is a Wednesday night, and we don't have a Team Alpha Omega call that week. And she's going to do a live power hour. And instead of making her do it for our team, our big team too, I was like, well, can we open it up that we all can hop on? And I just think it's a great idea. Amanda actually has always been really good with like doing a power hour. So I'm excited to do that because I actually want to learn a little bit from her. I do my power hour, but you know, as you go into it, I don't work an hour a day. I work a couple hours, a few hours some days. But the power hour, what you actually do in that hour never changes, no matter if you started today or you're Melanie Mitro. Your power hour is always the same. So if you can get on that call and actually live that hour and you know, do it along with her, I think it's going to be really beneficial for everybody, to that no matter what, that you get that done 6 days a week, you're all going to see a big change in your progress. So that's all I had for you guys tonight. Does anybody have anything to say? Mary's cat. Nobody? Is there anything in the chat? Oh, that PDF. Mary, did you see where it says when you're in the when you're on the screen and you click leadership ladder on that chart, right down on that chart to the left, it's like little fine print, and in blue it says click here. And you click here and it'll go to that PDF. Okay? It's really easy. Anybody else? All right, well, I'm going to close up shop. Thank you, guys. I just encourage everybody, you know, pay attention to the leadership ladder, use it for your own goal setting, and then, you know, with any team members, teach it to them as well, and teach it to them from day one, so that they know, like, and you don't have to show them the thing. You're starting here as a business starter, and these are your goals. These are your first goals coming into this. So, all right. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good night.